Bowjunky Media. We're here at the New Breed Loophole ASA in Appling, Georgia. We're here with Mr. Peanut Butter himself, Levi Morgan. We were talking yesterday, and obviously we're talking to you today, so you went right ahead and made the shoot down today, so the peanut butter must have worked. Talk to us a little bit.
Yeah, I knew I had to shoot good today, and I was, you never count on them shooting bad. But I thought, originally I was going to have to shoot over 20 to make it today.
Okay.
And then I come out and got on a really good start, hit a couple 10s, some 12s. That just happened.
That literally just happened.
Wow.
At least
Who is that?
At least she had her clothes on.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Right in the, anyway. Yeah, so I shot good. I shot a couple 12s right out of the gate, and then I just hit a little bit of a safe streak where I was shooting just over everything.
Okay.
And I had to kind of have a meeting with myself behind a tree.
How'd that work out?
Good.
What did you have to say?
Pray harder.
Which one of you won?
The more aggressive one.
So there was some internal violence.
Yeah,
that took place.
Because I was picking good numbers and going, I'm gonna add one, because I can't afford an 8 here.
Okay.
But I couldn't afford a 10 either,
Sure.
And that's when I realized, hey, 10s are just as bad as 8s at this point because I'm not in the cut.
Sure.
And I didn't come here to get second. I didn't come here to get third.
Right.
So I started shooting, hit a few 12s, and got on another streak, and then got too aggressive and shot an 8, which happened.
All right.
So, and Thomas shot incredible today, and I mean he was just blowing it up. And then right there at the very end, I hit several in a row and got all the way back to second, I think.
Yeah, you're 21. Tommy Gomez is 34. Let's talk a little bit about the shoot down today. Let's talk a little strategy. Obviously, you're starting off a little bit behind the 8 ball. You are in the number 2 spot, but you got a little bit of room to make up. So talk to us a little bit about your strategy of what you're going to do in the shoot down today.
Well, the first target, I'm going to try to gauge my distance because we've been shooting in the woods all the last 3 days.
And today you'll be shooting the shoot down.
You go on the wide open,
okay,
and you just see things different. Your depth perception is different. So unless I start on the closest target out there, I'm probably going to go for a 12 to start and make sure my numbers are good, and then probably going to be Ricky Bobby.
Copy that.
Yeah.
Crash or
I'm going to either win or wreck the car trying, because I'm just the type of person that can't go home knowing I didn't lay it all out there.
All right.
So, and I didn't come here. Nothing wrong with second. I'll take second, third, but I'm going to try for first. Where I land.
There you go. All right, man. Great comeback today. I know you were a little bit disappointed yesterday, but great job today, and we look forward to seeing you in the shoot down later on.
Thank you.
Score this weekend, Tommy?
34 for the weekend.
34 up for the weekend. That's pretty stout. You got a nice little baker's dozen lead there. Talk to us a little bit about your weekend yesterday and today. I know earlier today you were kind of looking, you had your game face on, you kind of lightened up about midday and then just started to roll. So talk to us a little bit about that.
Just started slow both days this weekend and kind of got it rolling about, 5 to 6 targets in both days, and was able to hit a lot of 12s there, a lot of them back to back, and just finally found my groove and start making good shots. And today was good shots. Yesterday was bad decisions that I wasn't doing right.
So today you kind of put them both together.
Yep.
All right. So what's your, obviously you have been well known, famously known for making clutch shots in the shoot down when it counts. Have 2-part question here. One, have you ever came into a shoot down with this kind of a lead?
No.
And number 2, what is your strategy for this shoot down going to differ from any of the other shoot downs you've been in because of that lead?
I'll keep an eye on the leaderboard. If Levi gets close, I doubt he's going out there shooting for second, so I expect him to shoot at some 14s, and if he hits a few, I might have to hit one.
Right.
But I'm going to try to hit 12s. I'm not shooting center 10s or anything. I'm just going to try to hit 12s and maintain my lead.
Awesome. Well, great shooting this weekend. Fantastic display of shooting out here, and we look forward to seeing the shoot down later on.
Thanks.
All right, thanks. Georgia, we're here with Andy Callaway. Andy shot pretty steady this weekend, all things considered.
Yeah.
You find yourself in the shoot down. Talk to us a little bit about your weekend and where you ended up.
Well, I came in the weekend, I didn't want to shoot any 8s. That was the goal, but that flew out the door yesterday.
Okay.
So this morning I started off pretty slow, had a couple 8s, and my yardage judging was a little on the tall side, so I just started calling uppers and started hitting them.
Oh, nice. Nice. That's not a common – that doesn't happen a whole lot out here, does it?
No.
So I finished 18 for the weekend.
Nice.
Sitting in fifth.
Excellent. Now, you were tied with Chance Bobef when I was walking off the range,
Yes.
but he just gave me the gave me this nod instead of this nod. So obviously you nudged him out by 12s, correct?
Yep, I beat him by 112.
Oh, well, you're not going to get any closer than that. So
No.
talk to us a little bit about what your strategy is going into the shoot down today.
Well, I'm gonna stay with the same game. If I get out there and when I'm judging, I'm just gonna call uppers and see how that first target goes. And if I hit them, I'm gonna call them all.
There you go. All right, bud. Great shooting this weekend. We look forward to seeing you in the shoot down a little bit.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations, Joseph. How was your weekend?
I had a good weekend. I had a really good yesterday. Shot really good. Hit 912s, no 8s. Judged really good today. Today just wasn't that good.
Okay.
Shot my bow great. I couldn't have told you how far nothing was.
Okay.
I was constantly 3 yards off, constantly.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So how did you manage that throughout the day?
Well, luckily I was hitting high, shooting at the lowers.
Okay.
Talked to Tommy a lot. He helped me with how far it was after we shot, of course, but just had to get more and more aggressive as the day was going on.
Sure.
And at the end, I got a little too aggressive and shot a couple 8s there, but
Okay.
it all worked out.
Okay. So I was watching, obviously trying to keep things updated, but on your last arrow, I saw you let down. And I couldn't quite hear everything you said, but you just basically referenced that your mind wasn't right. You were thinking about something else, or I forget exactly what you said, but what exactly was going through your mind, and what led to you letting down on that last arrow?
Well, I think I had just talked to you, and you told me 18 was the cut. I was sitting at 18, but there was a guy at 16.
Right.
So I wanted to hit the 12. I didn't
Sure.
want to stay at 18 or shoot an 8, either way. I didn't
Right.
really care. I didn't want to shoot a 10. And I was thinking about that.
Sure.
Thinking about if I was aiming in the right spot and all that, and I just let down and decided to trust myself. I shoot that target every day.
Right.
I shoot 20 targets a day, and 12. That's one of my favorite targets, actually.
Oh, that's nice.
So
that's good.
I just thought, quit thinking, aim where you're supposed to, make
Sure.
a good shot, and it'll hit. And
Excellent.
it did. So
All
good.
right. So what's your strategy, real quick, going into the shoot down today? I know you've been in a lot of them. So you just going to stick with the plan, or you're going to try to put some pressure on some people?
My plan right now, without seeing the targets, shoot 12s and 10s and try to take second. Tommy's got a big lead.
Right.
If they give us some 14 targets, try to win it.
Sure.
That was my strategy the last 3. I was close enough. If I'd hit all 3 of them, I could have, pushed Tommy.
Right.
It backfired, but I don't regret it because I
Sure.
could have got within 4 of him if I'd
Sure.
have hit him. So
Excellent.
my strategy is play it safe, try to get second, but if there's some 14s, take them.
Awesome. Well, great shooting this weekend. It was fun to watch you shoot today, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the shoot down here in a little bit.
All right, thank you, man.
Thanks. The last part of the day today, but I'm here with Nathan Winters, who has found himself as a participant in the celebratory event of the ASA shoot down. Congratulations.
First time.
That's right. Absolutely. So
First time.
talk to us a little bit about that last arrow.
Oh,
That was pretty exciting.
it was exciting. I think my 39th arrow, my 19th arrow for today was the tough one.
Right.
Because it was a long hyena. So, then we kind of found where we were at with
Right.
one to go. And so I knew I just needed a 10. So I kind of cushioned it a yard or two. And
Sure.
aimed at it and said, here it goes.
Excellent. So this is your first shoot down in the ASA stuff. So obviously I can imagine that the emotions are pretty awesome right now. So talk to me a little bit about, one, the emotions of making it, the reality of I'm not done, and then what's going through your mindset as far as your strategy goes heading into the next portion of the event.
Well, obviously Tommy killed it today.
Tommy put it down.
So the rest of us are within 3 points of each other. So it's
Right.
either go big
Right.
or go home once you get out there. So I
Right.
think that makes the strategy a little bit easier, I
Okay.
guess, so to speak. Getting there was my main goal. Yesterday, I had a really good day. Shot 18 up
Yes,
yesterday.
absolutely.
And was leading. Good Lord blessed me with a wonderful day. Great judging. And it was kind of one of those deals that once I got to that point, then last night I kind of just relaxed a little bit, and I said, you know what? As long as I shoot a decent day, play it safe on the long ones, catch what I can on the shorter ones, I should be okay.
Shoot smart.
Of course, shoot smart. And obviously in this class, you never know. Just
Right,
somebody
right.
could shoot 4 up one day and kill it the next day and shoot 20 plus.
Levi came in today only 7 up, and
Right.
he had to put something down.
Absolutely. So, you never know in this class. You can't play it safe.
Right.
And it's just like I told you out there on the course. Kind of funny, but, the struggle's real sometimes.
Oh, man, I'm telling you what.
I started out the morning kind of overjudging everything a couple yards.
Okay.
I don't know if it was because of the lighting or just playing safe.
Sure.
So my first 9 shots were 10, center 10 to upper 12. Problem was I wasn't calling any of them. So, you know.
That's problematic.
Yeah, I called a couple and then kind of hit a couple. And then I think my biggest target, though, was the long panther.
Okay.
And always shoot upper 12 on that target. You know, there's no room low. And Tommy had it covered. There was another arrow right next to it. I think Joseph was beside of it. So I'm like, okay, do I play with my game plan, shoot upper 12 on that, take a chance on getting kicked out and who knows where it lands?
Right.
Or just trust my number and shoot at that lower 12. And it was, you know, it was 40-ish. I aimed at it and hit it, and I heard a bunch of guys behind me say, got it, and I was like, thank you, Lord.
Right.
You know, so I think that kind of mellowed me out a little bit to say,
Okay.
okay, now just trust your shot and shoot these next 2 or 3 and go in, you know, make it to the shoot down, which was my goal.
Sure. So you mentioned, obviously, Tommy. I wouldn't say it's an insurmountable lead. It's pretty stout. It's pretty
Yeah.
Levi-ish,
Yeah.
if we're making comparisons historically speaking. So are you going to try to, like, you know, Levi used the Ricky Bobby reference.
Right.
So are you going to kind of go, okay, I'll just shoot my game, and if I can catch Tommy, whatever? Or are you going to be like, okay, there's a group of us here. I need to manage this group.
Honestly, it would be easy to Ricky Bobby it.
Sure.
But I've never made a shoot down. So
Right.
podium them in the Open Pro class, this is my 3rd year shooting Open Pro,
Right.
would be awesome.
Sure.
So I guess the management part will come into effect with me more.
Absolutely.
Just, you know, be smart about it. If there's some
Okay.
that's a little bit closer, maybe go after them.
Right.
Just kind of see how the flow of it's going. Because obviously I've never been in a shoot down, so from what I understand, it goes really fast.
It
you
does.
know?
It does.
There's not a lot of room to
Well, and
think about it.
that actually brings up a good point, since this is your first shoot down. Are you going to strategically let guys like Levi and some of these other guys that have done this a bunch, are you going to let them potentially shoot themselves below you, and you just kind of maintain the course? And if they start to gun form and start to fall down, you just going to maintain, or are you going to try to
Yeah.
hang with them?
Yeah, I think the first 3 will make the big difference. You know, if they're going at them and hitting them, then obviously I've got to, because
Sure.
the worst you can do is 5th.
Right.
You know, so I mean, you know, if they're hitting them, there's no reason to not shoot at them.
Sure.
If they're not hitting them, then yeah, maybe we play it safe and try to gain a position or 2, and try to get that podium, which would be completely awesome.
Excellent.
So,
Well, great shooting this weekend. Congratulations on your first podium,
Thank
and
you.
we look forward to seeing you in the shoot down here in a little bit.
thank you. Appreciate
right.
it. Thank you.